demonstration that follows is called vein talk. And I'm going to demonstrate it first so that you can see it in action. And then afterwards, I'm going to explain its clinical practice and a bit of the science behind it. So, we're going to do this technique called vein talk. And the idea is to encourage the veins to become really dilated. So if you're choosing to cannulate a vein, you want to be able to see it. And so we're going to do this technique, which involves raising the hand. So the idea is that you take the hand up in the air for a count of 10 and then drop the hand down below where it started from. So we're going to raise the hand for a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, arm becoming heavier and heavier, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to bring the hand down, and then we're going to watch the hand in the veins as I take my hand over the arm and over the back of the hand. And I'll ask you just to really look at your veins and notice them getting more and more engorged as I take my warm hand over the surface, becoming more and more enlarged and engorged. And you can see they're really beginning to bulge. So you can see them really standing out beautifully. And I invite you to make a fist, and you notice that these veins stand out even more. So I'm just going to move my warm hands over your forearm, down, across the back of your hand, feeling the warmth of my hand as I flow down over the arm and back of the hand. As those veins continue to stand out, lovely and dilated. Great, they're really engorged now. Fabulous, thank you. So I call this technique vein talk. And the idea is that when your arms raise, the veins are emptying. And then when you drop the arms down, the veins have a rebound filling that encourages them to fill even more than they started with. So that was a demonstration of vein talk. Now I'm going to give you a bit of background to it. So it originated in clinical practice where you come across patients who are anxious about having a needle, cannulation, and their veins would, if you like, become shy. And so this is a good interrupter for those states where somebody is anxious and nervous about being cannulated. So the science behind it is very interesting. So when I put the hand up in the air, what you're doing is you're effectively draining the arm, and you're also making it harder for the blood to get to the fingertips. And so that when you drop the arm down, there's a rebound filling of the veins. And also in that count of 10, there's a period where it's not so well oxygenated and the carbon dioxide is building up. And so again, when you tip the arm down, you're getting flushing out of the carbon dioxide, which in itself is a potent vasodilator. And then the arm is getting a better blood supply. And the action of moving your hand over the arm is also, if you like, mesmerizing. People get absorbed in it. And of course, by asking them to look at the veins and to watch the movement of the hand, that's engagement, and that's really important with somebody who's anxious and nervous about a forthcoming procedure. So that's the sort of background to it. I think it's a very good technique to have in your toolbox. So yes, you would want to use a tourniquet on the arm. You might want to put a heat pad or run the arm under warm water to warm the limb up prior to cannulation. But this is another technique that the patient can use. Some therapists will also massage the limb itself, or even do reflexology, because what we find when you do reflexology is that there is often a warming of the hands. So all these things are tools in your toolbox. But for me, one of the key things is teaching the patient to do it for themselves, so that on the day of cannulation, they've got a technique on top of all the other things they're being offered, and they can say to the person who's cannulating, right, I'm going to use this technique, I'm going to do my vein talk, I'm going to put it up in the air, count down for myself, or you can count with me, and then watch these veins become dilated and engorged. The language is really important. It's very positive language, and it helps the patient to visualize those veins becoming really dilated. So go forth and become engorged. Do be aware that this can have an element of humor in it, and that's all good because humor breaks through that anxiety level that can occur when someone's about to be cannulated. So thank you for listening, and I just recommend a couple of our books. One on integrative hypnotherapy that has lots of techniques for working with people with anxiety, and also our aromatherapy, massage and relaxation in cancer care, which again also has techniques for helping people with anxiety, helping them to calm and helping them with medical procedures. Thank you.